Wasteland, and welcome to this episode of Crash Course. In today's episode we are looking at drilling the rivets from cars. So we need cars, check. Yes, we've got a nice variety of different Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and some damaged cars. Now, as I've said in previous videos, when you are modifying cars, you have levels of ease. You have basic, everything on the outside. You have medium, where you're opening the car up, and then you've got hard, when you're going to be modifying the core of the car. So to do that, we've got our drill. This is a lovely Bosch drill that I got given for my birthday, no less. And inside we have the drill itself and some drill bits. So this is just a real standard hand electric drill. Nothing much to write home about other than it does the job. Has a hammer setting, but you won't need that for drilling toy cars. So just make sure it's set to drill, you know, put holes in things mode. Looking at the bits themselves, what we are using are HSS high-speed steel drill bits, and I like to use 3mm size when taking out rivets. Now, I want to say before we do anything else in this video, if your car doesn't need to be taken apart, don't. Or if it uses something other than rivets, like say screws, use a screwdriver. Use the correct tool for the job. Doesn't have to be an expensive tool, but there's no point trying to drill out screws when you could just use a screwdriver, and that will take half the time than if you were to try and drill it out. So why do we do this? We do this so we get all the lovely bits on the inside. Now, a trick I like to use is, if you want to know if your drill bit's going to be the right size, compare the base of the drill bit to the rivet that you're going to take out. Okay, so now we've got that attached to our drill, let's get started. And it's simple enough, just hold your car down on a nice flat surface and drill. Now, do be considerate of your neighbours when you're drilling. In this video I've had to mute it at times. I've had to put the volume right down because drills are loud. Okay, so let's just talk about what happened here. The drill bit got stuck. I'm going to count that as a mess up because it's important to see. Drill bits will get caught on any irregular surfaces to the rivet head. So if there's a bit of metal ready for it to catch. However, just retighten your bit and away you go. Now, this is what we want ideally, a clean break in the rivet, so it just goes straight down, and that means when it comes to taking it apart, we can literally just pull the bottom straight off, nice and easy. So by doing that, you get all this lovely chaff, so that all needs to be put to one side. Always remember to keep your rubbish in a nice little neat pile ready for cleanup. And here we see the goodies that we get when we do disassemble the car. So we've got a nice ram on the front of there. There's a little moulded engine here that we can take and put on a different build if we wanted, as well as the headlights and exhaust. And then the body itself, by drilling it open, we're able to put things on the inside. So this is how you put mesh on the inside of your car. So looking at another truck here, this is a lovely little snowplow, sped up footage, just drill straight in, pop the sucker open. Now, sometimes you will need to use a tool, like a screwdriver, and that's fine. Just take a screwdriver like a flathead and use it to pry the base away from the body of the car. It can be hard to find the right point of entry, but when you do, it works fine. So there's a lovely ram. Here on this Mini, this drills just fine. This Morris Mini just goes straight in, zip, done. Now, I've kept this in as my second mess up of the video. Sometimes the drill will, if you're leaning heavily in one direction, it will go away from the rivet and start drilling into the plastic, which is fine, don't panic. That's how you hurt yourself, by panicking, and then it flies into your face and kills you instantly. But it does mean that you have to be careful when drilling. You're drilling a metal which is surrounded by a soft plastic. Now this is why you need to be careful when prying the base off, because the axle that holds the wheels, real easy to bend, real easy. So you never want to put your screwdriver straight into the wheel arch. And again, you can see the lovely detail of the Mini. Now this isn't a mess up, this is just the difference between drilling plastic as opposed to metal. So on this ice cream van, you can see when you drill some plastics, it will just come off with this great big twist, as well as coat the drill bit head in swath that you'll need to get rid of. But again, sometimes you will take toy cars that you think, oh god, I can't do anything with this, and you'll find these nuggets of gold, like those wonderful blowers or the wonderful engines molded into this one. Taking this beat up, I think it's a Webley or Welly Porsche model. So again, just drilling out these metal rivets. These are surrounded by metal, which is fine. Once we remove that, it's something quite neat that you can see on the inside, which is the doors and how they work. So remember, when you've got your pile of swath, your dirt, your rubbish, put it in the bin. So what do we do once we've got all these extra bits? Well, the key is to organize them. Now, you can just put them into piles, as I'm doing here, and I'm basing each pile on what the component is. So all the bodies go here, all the fake plastic windows go there, all the bases with the wheels or no wheels go there. But if you do want to keep your pieces together, rather than having to try and dig through and remember which ones go to which, you can just, keep them together as you go along to keep things simple. So thanks again for watching this episode of Crash Course, and I will see you next time, Wasteland. Goodbye.